in the building. How y'all thought I was going to spit bars? This your boy Charles Gregory. This your boy Charles Gregory with the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
And you're listening to We Talk Weeklies After the Talk, man. We are definitely in the building, and we got a dynamic interview today. Someone with whom I have a tremendous amount of respect for. When you talk about just the all-around entrepreneur, when you talk about philanthropist, when you're talking about boxer, when you talk about everything, all of the above, you're talking about a good friend of yours, truly. We got OnePunch is definitely in the building. What's up, Punch?
What up, though?
Oh, man, everything is good, man. I appreciate you coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. So tell us what's really good, first of all, right? Because, for those who haven't, had the opportunity to really meet you and understand, because I always get this, right? Because everybody know I know you, right? So they be like, yo, where he get that name Punch at? So why don't you go down that line, though? Why don't you go down that lane and tell everybody where you got the name Punch?
I got actually it's called OnePunch, but in Spanish, they call me un puño.
Oh, I like that.
Uno or puño, that's one
like
punch in Spanish. So when I go to the poppy stores, that's what they call me. And it's just one punch, man. It's not punch, I just
one punch
really try not to abbreviate it because it was earned, the hard way.
No
My
doubt.
grandma called me one punch, so that's earned. She's boy, sit on
wow.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's out of love and respect, but
no doubt.
I got it some time back. I got it probably like 11 to 12 when I really started boxing. One of my uncles got me into boxing at a tender age of 12.
Oh, wow.
And when I got to the gym, the trainers after a while used to call me One in Punch because one part of me was a boxer and the other part of me was a puncher. And then I started, growing into the name, and then the knockouts came, but it was just abbreviated because I could box and I could punch, at the same time, so they called me One Punch.
Yeah.
And it kind of stuck, so here it is, sometime later.
So what would you say is like, I guess, the prime age to get started in boxing? Because you said you were 12.
Yeah, it was like 11 and a half,
Like
12.
around that age is a good age to start.
Yeah, I think, but now when I'm seeing some of the tremendous, fighters, they're learning at 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
4.5, 5. When you start having discipline, most kids pick up, they're like sponges now.
Yeah.
When I'm looking at, social media and little kids is playing basketball and various things. You can pick it up at an early age. If you have discipline, you can pick it up.
Wow.
No doubt. And so let's jump right into this fight that just let's jump into the Mayweather fight that just went by. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on there? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people said that McGregor and Mayweather fight, it just kind of disrespected boxing. You know what I'm saying? And coming from you, I would like to know your perspective on that. And then let's jump into the Triple G fight.
Sure. I thought it was good for boxing. I thought it was entertainment, and it broke the gate. So, I was happy for that. I thought that it was good entertainment. It was needed in the sport. And Floyd knew. It was just one of those things like, all right, well, it was – I was kind of like suckered then. I was like, why am I going at first? But then it was like, why am I here? And then it was just one of those things when it led up to it. It was like, I don't know what to expect.
Right.
But I was just being led there. I was like, yo, I got to go. I got to see it. Yeah. And I was glad to, to be there, to be on here. And I was there live. So I enjoyed the fight, and then I just enjoyed the ambiance. I think it was more or less the ambiance and the energy because we hadn't had that in a while. Okay, now we're talking about Triple G, but I'm like, I was on the verge of saying, should I fly out to Triple G? I'm still on the verge, like I can do it, and it's like, well, the ambiance ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be like, are you flying in for the fight, the weigh-in, and then the next day you get back on the plane and go home. Floyd, they had a whole weekend. It was a whole week.
I know that's right.
Entertainment, everybody, all the who's who was out there.
Right.
So.
And that's a good transition because let's jump into the Conello and Triple G fight, right?
Sure.
And so you talk about ambiance, right? Ambiance, everything that, the Mayweather fight brought. But when you talk about this specific fight, all the boxers are saying that this is the fight to watch, right? This is really going to be that fight of maybe the last few years.
Yeah.
Right?
Nobody backing up. It was just, okay, well, Floyd fight was entertainment.
Yeah.
This is a fight.
Yeah.
Then
True
nobody
brawling,
backing up.
Yeah.
And this is for when it take all. And you want to see some knockdowns. You want to see a lot of blood.
Yeah.
And
how you calling it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, that's one of those. 2 weeks I felt this way.
Yeah.
I got to see the weigh-in.
Right.
And I have to see what they weigh and how they look.
Right.
And then I can see.
Yeah.
Like I was on the verge of betting.
Yeah.
And it's like I get there and I'm like, wow. Because I'm not impulsive, but I try to. Like the last, it's just like it's a science to it.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose, of course.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
No doubt. I said I'm going with Triple G. I'm going with Triple G. I think Conello.
He might stop Conello.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Canelo can brawl though, but I don't think nobody hit Canelo like Triple G can hit Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about science. You talking about real boxing here.
You get me excited again. It's like, man, I'm getting ready.
You're not talking about sticking and moving.
Yeah.
You talking about, let's go out in the middle of the street and let's brawl this thing out.
Yeah, they ain't no backing up.
Yeah. No doubt. All right, no doubt. So there you go. You know what I'm saying? So ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. You heard it here first. So check this out. So let's talk about some of the things and a lot of what you're giving back, what you've been doing about giving back. I mean, you was doing like the book bags. You were doing a lot of different things, man. Like, let's talk about that side of you,
Okay. So, what, just the recent events?
Yeah, the recent events that you've been doing, yeah.
I just wrapped up a book bag drive and free book bags, school supplies, free haircuts, free styles for the girls as well.
Right.
And this is my third annual, give back.
Okay.
But this year was more important because it was actually on the day that my sister had passed away.
Oh, wow.
So she passed away due to diabetes.
Right.
But more importantly, one of the things that she instilled in me was the fact of education, because she was the very first one out of our family that ever went to college.
Right.
Wow.
She attended Lincoln University. And at that time, I was young, very young, and we lived in the projects. And it was the fact of seeing her excel. And, I didn't really understand it, but sometime later I realized that, due to all the struggles and the success that she had, it was through education. And then I just felt like, that instilled some things in me, and I really want to push. So when I see kids that really come from unfortunate situations, and we all, grew up with in terms of the struggle, I want to give that same, thing that I saw at a young age in my sister to them, and give them an opportunity to be prepared. So if we can prepare them of making them feel good through a haircut or getting a hairstyle and giving them some tools, to go to school, then I'm all for it. So that's one thing.
And many of them are less fortunate, and then they'll remember that when when they get older, they'll do the same thing. Hopefully, you know what I mean?
Yes. So I was very excited about that. So that went real well, and then the remaining of the supplies that we have, now we're going to take them down to Houston.
Wow.
That's dope.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm
awesome.
doing something real big, right after another. Then we got in November my annual turkey giveaway. And then
make sure you have us down there. We're gonna come
sure.
down this time.
Let's
You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
So we did 2 locations last year. We did Philly, and then we did Jersey, Camden, New Jersey. And then I came back to different sections of my neighborhood and gave out some remaining turkeys. So that was well.
Wow.
And then in December, I'm going to go into my 12 rounds of Christmas.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. All right, so
I love
we went
that.
into your your service piece, right?
Okay.
We went into kind of like your athletic background. Let's talk about what you got next. What's coming up for OnePunch, man? Because you've been working with a lot of different people, man, and you stay busy, especially within entertainment. What can we, expect from you? What's going on with you?
Well, I mean, for me personally, this is crazy. I just really, at this point, again, like I touched on, the 12 rounds of Christmas. So the 12 rounds of Christmas would be for 12 days leading up to Christmas. It would be different social services, community services. So I'll be at different group homes, different, shelters, feeding the homeless, different churches, just giving my hand and rendering support, giving out coats, various things, act of kindness. And then we'll lead up to giving out toys for the kids, where I'm going to partner up with, the police department and the fire department, and I just really want to stay grounded in that. I feel like, the community services is a strong piece. You have to do that. That's right. I travel so many places all around the world, but and you see so many people that's prominent but they don't give back. So. And I thought about a situation, and it came up on, I think, Facebook, and we were talking about they was honoring Boys to Men, and then they said, upon Boys to Men getting honored, on Broad Street, and they got their name named after them. They said, well, what programs did they give? What did they give? What would they give back?
They got called out,
and they got called out on it. Like you went and excelled. As far as you've excelled, had you not been for creative and performing arts. Nate, I knew you personally. You lived across the street from the YMCA. These were programs. You needed an after-school program. You needed, so knowing instrumented and being singers and harmonizers. If you didn't have creative performing arts, what did you have? So why didn't you structure a program? So I mean, that really struck a nerve in me, and I really understand that. Since then, I'm like, even before that, when you like dig up on my background, I'm helping out. I started at a recreation center, Mary Anderson, recreation center, and I started boxing there, through public, public recreation.
Right.
And I still go back there and give a program and work with the children, as well as going to different other gyms to render my services. I still do programs there, but now I have my own, facility where I help different children. So now I'm trying to structure an after-school program, because a lot of kids don't have anything to do after school.
That's real talk.
Right, except for get into something they don't have any business getting into.
Absolutely. So when you're talking about, some years back, flash mobs, kids getting kicked out of malls. What do they have? When we were growing up, we hung up in the Chinese store. I mean, that's being real. And we're looking at the sign of the times right now. We're seeing various, acts of violence due to the neighborhood. That's where it starts. Chinese store corners, hanging on the corners, because you're targeted because you're standing there.
Right.
More importantly, outside of the violence amongst us, then it's the police.
Unbelievable. And you know what? You're definitely the real deal, man. And I commend you for continuing that true service, because it's a lot of people. I mean, it's a lot of people that came out, of Philly that has been not doing the things that they should be doing in terms of giving back from the people that supported them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we gotta cut to another break. Can you stay on the other side? We're gonna talk a little bit about love and relationship. We want your input.
Okay,
can you do that?
Cool. Let's do it.
No doubt. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go nowhere. You're listening to WPPMLP Philadelphia, and this is We Talk Weeklies After the Talk with your boy Charles Gregory and the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
We'll be right back after this.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Touch here.
Your boy Charles Gregory in the building, man.
Look, a lot of people have been asking, how can we watch the show? Where can we find you? So I'm going to break it down for you, okay?
Put your W's up. We Talk Weekly.
We Talk Weekly TV on YouTube.
All day.
We Talk Weekly on the iFame channel on the Roku box.
13 million nationwide. That's what we hit and holla at us,
Just go onto the box, go into the music section, iFame TV. We're on the biggest music channel on Roku, Charles.
On Roku, look.
Okay, and then Comcast and Verizon in Philadelphia, of course. I mean, we're the 4th largest TV network in the nation.
Yes, we are. Okay. We Talk Weekly, but you gotta follow. Look, we on Instagram now. 60-second videos now. We here, man. We here.
60 seconds, and look, we telling you, you can find us. So make sure you follow us. Tell your friends.
And tag a friend. Right now, tag a friend.
Yes, and we love you.